so go. Maybe we could ride that coast. Move, find another place to go. Drive until sun gets low. Cruise until the night gets cold. Move before the new gets old. Move before the new gets old.
Party time. What about now? Much more better. Let's do it. Free stuff. Gotta win it though. It should have tweeted when I hit go live. You and me both, Ash. You and me both.
Oh, yeah.
Can anybody else see how many people we got in here? My viewer count is not refreshing. She just spent 2 minutes looking for those emotes, by the way. Good deal. I'll give it till 5 after, then I'll start. Timmy! You gonna win this time? Does work on mobile Twitch. And me and you are scheduled to go best buddies today. Just name a time, my dude. I'm not picky. It should just pop up on screen when I start the trivia. You just click on the answer. Shouldn't have to do anything. Except maybe authorize. Click on the little button on the right and authorize it. That's about it. Let's do this. Goal for the day. Everyone beat Timmy. And we're off. You got it right. It's one of NT's favorites. Ludicolo. Hey, hey. good question. With or without the hat? Yeah. Big happy birthday to Darkstorm. How old are you? He's a baby. He's a baby. Better question, how many of y'all have actually purified a Magnemite? You would never cheat at trivia. You would never do it. It's always P responding. With a slight nudge. It's okay, you always win anyway, so everybody else needs the handicap.
These days I feel, these days I think I've been far away. Oh, and these nights go by, these nights I try to go through this alone. Used to call me back
Should I knock out?
down, in a long time since you've been around. To call
Okay, perfect. I was like, maybe I shouldn't be talking.
with you, I'm back on solid ground.
Let me try to join with my camera.
There are 20 questions, MT. She gonna kill me.
to call me back down, call me back down. With you, I'm back on solid ground. Used to call me back down, call me back down. A long time since you've been around. To call me back down, call me back down. With you, I'm back on solid ground.
Yeah, well, it works now. Oh, I can't respond. I'm trying to find somewhere that they can make them. Yeah, with like worldwide shipping and stuff. I hear like my voice repeating back to me sometimes. Yes. Is the audio like transmitting to the Twitch stream, and that's maybe why I hear it? Yeah. Okay. I was like, what? So should I just mute my mic like right now?
Someone is about to win a prize here in a few minutes. Unnamed person in the lead. If you guys want your name to show up, do that.
I do
God. My typos strike again. I'll give you guys a hint. It is not Tauros. It's a math question, Timmy. This is right up your alley.
To be confused, one night to speed of truth. We had a promise made, four hands and then away, both under influence. We had divine scent to know what to say. Mind is a razor blade, took off our hands of above to lean on. Would it be good enough?
Should give half a point for the answer.
Peace.
Because trainer tips is the wrong answer. No, I believe we still lose them. And it was the Azumarill question. It's a beard sighting. About to see it up close and personal in a few minutes. If y'all don't put your name in there, we're not going to know who you are and we can't give you your prize. It's my question. Leave me alone. Let me live my life, Mom. Last one. Test your G2G knowledge.
Can't escape your love. It's following me. I'm afraid that I won't.
not TM your answer. Escape Pod 2 winner, round 1. Alright, we're going to take a 2-3 minute break, and then we will be back with Wayfarer reviewing party. And we should be live. Got Ken, the bearded one, with us.
Yes.
My beard hero.
It's short right now. It's not as it's a little unruly because of the quarantine, but it's not as lush as it usually is.
That's 9 months in for me. And we also got PeloPoGo.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I got shaved like 2 days ago because it started bothering me, and I have a masterful beard like Ken, so had to cut it off.
All right. Let's see. See what fantastic places we can review today.
A lush beard, Nathan. Yeah, man.
Hey, not all of us can do it, so I grow a beard and I get 2 hurricanes on the side of my face.
What's up, Ash? How are you, man? Thanks for stopping by. So I posted a link in the Wayfarer discussion Discord, so I'm sure we'll have some peeps come over from there. It is an amazing group of experts that know much more about this than I do. They said they'd have my head if I gave them false information.
All right. So the best way for you guys to follow will probably be on the video chat screen because it's going to be way delayed on Discord or on Twitch.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So playgrounds are auto accept, right? Unless
Like-
they're residential.
Is anything really auto accept? Like, I don't know.
For me, churches are like if it's a big church, historical church, it's just like 5-star everything. But of course, I always check that there's no duplicates and that there's no that the location is right because some people like moving the location next to their house.
Yeah. I think it's always important to to take a look both on the map and especially if you can get it down granular level and you can look at either street view or even just look at a satellite view. Sometimes it makes it a lot easier to tell, so long as there's not tree cover. But sometimes, just looking at the topical map, you can't really. It's really hard to see what you're looking at. So looking at a satellite view is always the way to go. Yeah, the way you can hone in like that, especially when you have an S2 layer, is fantastic.
Yeah.
How do you add the layer? I'm not that. savvy.
This is a plugin for Chrome
Wow, that's great.
called Wayfarer Plus.
Oh, I'm definitely getting that.
And I'll be honest with you, the main reason I got it is because white on white makes my eyes scream.
Yeah. No, I use the mobile app, the IITC mobile app.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic app. Blame Jamal on Twitter and in our Discord. He's been an amazing guide helping me figure out how Wayfarer functions. Turned me on to that, and ever since I got a hold of that, it's like no going back. It's just so much more efficient when you actually can see things in an S2 view rather than just assuming or trying to guess. Makes your the ability to flesh out an area just that much more precise.
What's that called again?
It's IITC Mobile. Let's see if I could grab a link and throw it in the
There is
chat.
also a plugin for that for Chrome.
Yep.
Really, that's nice.
Yeah, and then you can get like different user scripts that are, just like this plugin for Chrome. You can get Pogo tools and different things that you can apply to the mobile app. And, it runs off of the open source Ingress data map. So you're going to be able to pull data directly from the Ingress map. And, so you're never running on anything more than 24 hours behind. It's really nice.
So people here say, do playgrounds Ash, actually. The playgrounds have high chances of being turned into a stop. I think so. They're really high chances. Normally, if you go to featured stops in the Wayfarer site, normally there's a playground there, so
This
most
one,
people
I
will
don't
accept
think
them.
will, because there's already something in the cell.
Okay,
At least I think. Nope.
but it
God,
might be
you got my
It's-
available.
head cut off, man.
Do I have you? Hold on.
Yo, my head, man.
Hold
my
on.
poor head.
Hold on. I can't be cutting anything off of that mug. Hold on.
You gotta leave the beard though.
Let's see. Is it on the top or
Yeah,
the
see, there you
bottom?
go. Grunt the Beast, he sees IITC. There you go. There you go. Yeah, the IITC, it's Ingress Intel Total Conversion, is what it stands for.
Okay.
And yeah, what's cool about it is it, like I said, it pulls the data directly from the Ingress Intel map. So you're able to see the map as the Ingress data. You can see a satellite map, and then you could ultimately drop the S2 plugin right on top of it. I mean, there's even tools that'll go as far as highlighting specific S2 cells for you to show you what S14 cells have potentials for another gym if you were to add additional Pokestops.
Wow.
It's very, very robust. And once you figure out how to use it, and you can really hone in on dropping your locations, because then you can kind of have IITC open in one window, and where you're dropping the pin for the actual nomination in another, and make sure that you're really aligning everything perfectly. So not only is the location accurate, but you're making sure you're putting it in an S2 cell that hasn't already been taken up by another stop.
I'm definitely gonna use that in my university.
It's a game changer. It's an absolute game changer.
Definitely. So over at historical cultural significance, what would you score it, Ken?
I mean, cultural significance, again, when it comes to playgrounds, I think it's super important, because that's, there's a low chance of there being any historical significance of a playground. There could be, if it's on a specific site or there's some really cool, like, old equipment there. But from a cultural perspective, I'm always going to give a good score to a playground, because culturally, this is a melting pot of opportunity for people in the area to get together. So I think it's of super high importance when it comes to playgrounds, of the cultural impact of something like that. So I always give playgrounds, very high score when it comes to that. And I understand that they put historical in the same category, but when you even remove historical completely and just think about the cultural impact, this is important. I grew up on playgrounds, and I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey, and it's like the amount of cultural differences that were on those playgrounds I grew up on was massive. So it was a very, very important place to be growing up. So I always give that a high rank.
I'd also say it's visually unique because it's something that stands out from the rest of the park, so you can easily identify it. So I'd give that a 5 star.
See, that's where I struggle. Some is because I'm a very, very literal person. And so visually unique to me is, do you see this everywhere? And here I do.
Well, I don't necessarily look at it like that. I think that visually unique doesn't necessarily have to mean visually exciting. I think I'm kind of more on the camp like what Pelo is saying. Does it stand out from the rest of its environment? Is it unique from the environment? Can you spot it? And even when you're looking at the topographical map and you look at the satellite map, I mean, it's clear as day. Okay, there's the playground. It's a unique setting. So I'm more in the camp of, is it unique from the perspective of, is it different from its surroundings? Whereas if you had, a bench that had like a plaque on it, but it's in a row of 80 benches, then that might not be as visually unique as saying a playground is on a backdrop of trees or paths.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Consider me convinced.
I think if I was looking for a Pokemon and I see it, it's supposed to be in the playground, I don't have to see my screen. I can just like run over to the playground and I'll easily catch it, It's easy to know where it is. And I have this really interesting question. I don't know what you guys do, but in the bottom part where it suggests categories. You have both site playground or structure playground. I don't know if you've seen that before.
I have. I
Um,
have seen that.
I don't know which to choose. Normally, I choose structure playground for like if they just take a picture of the structure. But if they're like, oh, there's a lot of different, I don't know, rings and jungle gyms and whatever, like then I place site playground. But what would you can say that this is the appropriate category?
Yeah, so I do the same thing. I mean, a playground can be one seesaw, right? That could be considered a playground. But if it's something cool like this one, where there's like steps that go up and a little house thingy and then a slide that goes down and like that kind of thing, that's more of a structure. So that's again, we all. I love the fact that we can get that granular with the description, but I think that's the real difference. I mean, you could have a playground where there's no structures at all. Playground could be a 4 square court painted on cement. That could be considered a playground because it is, but there's no structure involved. Even a single slide, I would maybe lean towards the light playground. But anything where there's some kind of shelter or a little house or anything like that, or where you can climb in it and around it, then I would go with the structure one. We got a really good thing here in the chat from Gear Glider. It says directly from the Niantic support or from the Wayfarer support page. It says, visual uniqueness. Does the nomination stand out from its surroundings, way spots that are easily to locate and visually distinct from the buildings and objects nearby? Make high quality way spots and should be rated highly. If you think the nomination looks bland and will be hard to locate, give it a lower rating. So yes, it is, again, not exciting. Isn't the measure. It's really just doesn't stand out from its surroundings.
Great.
Bigger question: who could pronounce this name of the park?
Algonquin.
Algonquin. Ah,
We'll go with
It
it.
sounds, it sounds
Spanish
way better when
pronunciation.
Ella says it.
Right? Sounds so much better when he says it.
Algonquin.
Algonquin. Yeah, it sounds very GTA.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, definitely.
This is a good
Okay.
one.
This is
Ornaments on a
tricky one.
building.
Tricky. Do you think this is visually unique, Ken? Like going back to the visually unique thing?
Let me zoom in up on this.
Let's see, where is this? This is Chicago.
Wow. Great place to play.
So
Fantastic
yeah, I mean,
place.
so we're looking at a building. We're looking at an entranceway to a building. So think about the surroundings here. What do you have? You've got the walls of the building. You've got the doorway. You've got windows, and then you have this, which they're identifying as an ornament. Now, how ornamental is it? Again, are we concerned about how exciting and ornamental the thing is, or can we at least agree on the fact that yes, this is indeed some kind of ornamentation of this entranceway? And then that's what I would kind of base the decision on. I think that, visually unique, yeah, sure, because I can clearly tell that this isn't a window, a door, or the walls to the building.
Okay. I'd rate it 3-4 stars because I think maybe this might be a pattern that repeats throughout a building.
That's a good point.
I would have to like look at the building in street view. That's what I would do.
That's true because most buildings do have multiple entrances.
Yeah, we have street view over here. Maybe we can like walk left and right with the street view and see if it repeats itself, if it's really unique.
Oh, a couple of gaming is in the house.
Yeah, my man. The beard from Germany. Let's see. I don't even see. I guess it's over here.
Yeah, that's the one, right?
It's this one.
Yeah. So Nathan in the chat says the same thing. He would rate it a 3 because there's probably other entrances that could potentially have the same ornament. So that's a great point.
Yeah, that could confuse somebody, or like I don't think that each one of the doors should have a Pokestop. Maybe you could get out, like maybe you could push one, but I think if you were like ornament number 1, ornament number 2. Like,
Yeah. See, numbering is a thing that I sometimes do. Like if I'm doing a park or something like that has multiple basketball courts, just they could look the same to when you're just looking at
Of course.
photos, but
Yes.
putting some kind of numbering mechanic or numbering convention there might make it a little easier. So it doesn't look like there's another entrance.
Doesn't look like.
It doesn't
I
look
think
like
it's
it.
it's pretty unique.
I mean, this is pretty thorough. I'd imagine that going to this level of ridicule here, this is pretty serious. You know?
I was
Right.
doing this yesterday.
360 view of the entire building.
Yeah, because I had this review yesterday where it was in a playground in what looked like a school. So I had to go all around like.
Aha. Found the second one.
Oh,
Look at that. Look
is
at
that very different from another one? I think so, right?
It's got some symbols in the middle.
I think this one is like the one in the nomination is the old version, right? This one
Yeah,
is like
it
a
looks like it.
renewed version. So
Or the symbols used to be there and they've fallen off.
of course. Yeah, because I had this review yesterday where it looked like school, but I had to go all the way around it to see the name of the school, to see if it was either a university or high school or whatever. And then I looked for the lettering, I googled it, and it was a university. So I 5-starred it, but if not, I would have gone like 1-star, school K to 12, because just gotta be careful for those things.
Here's a good question. Names and descriptions. Obviously, this one doesn't have a description at all.
Okay.
But
I typically like to put names. I like to give as much information as possible because when the person is interacting with that, if it gets live, if it gets approved, what's important is they're gonna see when they click onto that Pokestop and spin it real quick, and then they're out. So it's if it just says like ornamental door, it's not that intriguing. But if it had the name of the building and gave a little bit more context, that could help not only as an identifier, but give it a little bit more knowledge value of educating the person from a location standpoint.
Definitely. So yeah, maybe safe access I would give it 5 because of course it's
Right.
a walkable street. Historical, cultural, I'd give it a 2 or. I don't
Right.
know.
So something like this is where I would give a lower score because unless there's something that's very clear about the importance of what that ornament is, if it's just like the branding of the building, But let's say there was some kind of historical connection to that branding, that would be one thing. But yeah, I would probably go 2 or 3 on that one.
gotcha. Let's see. What is it?
They're saying it's a wild beerless bellow. Yeah, actually, Larry didn't recognize me the other day.
Oh, what would we call this thing? What is it?
Ooh, I'd say I'd go with architectural structure or something. I think there's like a that's the one I use for like arches and
Unique architecture?
columns. Yeah, unique architecture. I think that's what I like to use. What do you think, Ken? Do you have
Yeah.
a preferred one?
No, I mean, I agree with that. You know what I just noticed, Pac? I say guest in the chat. People are like, "Who's lured up?" How do I change my name? I don't want to.
Oh,
Give me something cool.
I
I want a funky name. No, but yeah,
the bearded wonder.
No, yeah, this is a tough one in terms of category. This one is, you may want to look through them, see what we could possibly do. Pella, what did you say you would maybe do it as?
Unique architecture. I think.
Yeah,
the
that's what I
one that
picked was
went.
unique
I would
architecture.
go with.
Yeah, because it's part of the building.
Yeah. Overall rating.
2 maybe, for me. That's what I would say.
Three the
three?
highest. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like I try to apply facts and subjective stuff to this all the time, but I always like to at least look around to see if there is other waypoints in the area. Because if there's nothing else going on in the area, it's like, yeah, I want to make this community better. I want there to be things there. And if there's a bunch of stuff going on, and you look at the map, there's a lot of POIs around that. It's not like this community is starving for locations, and there may just not be anything exciting,
Right.
you know, to
Northside
add
Chicago is not
portion.
suffering.
Yeah. Right. So it's like I always take that into account too. And if there is so much other stuff going on, then if I'm like torn between a 2 or a 3, I might go with the 2 because it's not gonna harm the community if there's this one doesn't get pushed through.
A 2 it is. Chicago, don't kill me. It's Ken's fault.
Blame the beard.
Baseball fields.
I'd go 5-star. I think.
Yep.
Just very
Auto
culturally-
5-star for
Yeah,
For the sports
only thing
fields.
I really worry about here is just making sure there's no dupes.
and description, because sometimes in Mexico people are like really funny and they're like it's great nomination and everything, but they have weird names or funny descriptions because I don't know, they just felt funny that day, and yeah, I think those should be corrected.
So visually unique when there's a collection of fields. So like here, there's at least 2 on the map next to each other.
I think that's okay. I don't think that this could, because they're big objects. It's not going to be like you could really confuse one for the other if you're looking at a map or looking at them in person. If we were talking about benches, I always use the bench example. If we were talking about benches at the baseball field, and there's a row of benches, that'd be one thing. But 2 big baseball fields, I think that they're still large enough and that they're discernible, even when they're next to each other.
And that's
Of
benches with an N.
Yeah. Ken is the god of beards, they say in chat. Dude, it's not even good right now.
I have to get my local buddy on and we'll have a beard war.
Nathan says, I know English players hate them, but a lot of places they do big things like we have here. So yeah, hey man, English players are what they are. So that's a fun bunch.
Yeah, there's some English players that don't like it when people put up in the supporting information. We need bug stops in this location. Some people don't know better, and I think Niantic would really should like give us out a guide on what to put in each part of the nomination, because people would benefit from that. But English players, I think, have had more training with that, so they kind of get mad when somebody doesn't know well how to write the nominations down.
For sure. Looks like we've moved up to either North New York or Connecticut.
What do you think? And I don't know, bridges not my thing.
So I submitted a walking bridge a
Okay.
couple weeks ago that got accepted. It was really nice. It was this real naturey area. I mean, something like this, there can't be pedestrian access on something like that. That looks straight up industrial. you
Yeah.
know?
Yes.
So it's
Dangerous.
yeah.
Safe access 1.
It'd be one thing if there was a walking path that went under the bridge.
Waste spot criteria. Oh, I don't know. What should we go? Location, right?
Location? Pedestrian access.
I think that's the one
That's
to go with.
Probably the one to go with here. Sorry, Connecticut.
Beautiful place, Connecticut.
More playgrounds. Where is
That's
this?
a great lake.
Where
think.
is this?
I mean, that's weird though. It's a playground, but the picture they chose is of like a little monument.
The plaque in the playground,
The
yeah.
plaque, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people want to like submit parks and they just take a picture of the park and it gets an instant 1-star because it's a natural feature. But if you find like a thing that says a name or the creation thing or something like this playground, I think it's a good nomination. I think that a plaque that's unique. That says information, historical background, like has some value as a POI.
They totally should have used the secondary picture. It's so much better. So,
I would even make them like two different stops if I could. I would be like playground plague, and then I would take another picture of the playground and make that a second stop.
Yeah, second one.
for sure, and they could because it's literally
Definitely.
right on the border of that S2 cell. Success.
Hey, you think if I jump out of the stream and set up an account here and come back in, I'll have my name? I want my name.
Yes,
think
I
so.
believe you will.
I'll be right back in like 30 seconds.
He's leaving us.
I'm leaving.
No,
He's
Ken.
bailing.
I'm coming. I'm
No,
outta here.
Ken, don't do it.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
I promise.
Let's see.
He's not back.
He's not back
Everybody
in
has
2 minutes.
to tweet at him.
Wait longer.
Notice me, pack, says couple of gaming.
I already called you out, Yaya. What more do you want from me, man?
Highlighted comment and everything.
I said you're the German beard. Hey, there's his name.
That was quick, right?
He's official. Let me move this so it's not covering up your name.
How? What time is it right now in Europe? Like 7 hours
I
more.
think
1
Yaya
a.m.?
is 6 or 7 hours ahead of me, so
11.
10 or
p.m.
11.
I think.
Blame Jamal is in the chat. Jamal has been my Sherpa on the Wayfarer
Sure.
ride. He's been so awesome.
He keeps
so
you from freezing to
knowledgeable.
death.
Dude, no, he really knows. He's an Ingress player, and a Pogo player, hardcore, and really knows his way around Wayfarer. There's some amazing stuff. He's a pillar in the community.
Open your gift, sure. Oh, there's no Pokemon Go right now.
I know.
I was just gonna do that, and I was like,
He
oh,
went to
wait,
open
that's
it and
why
it's
we're
like,
here,
nope,
that's why we're
denied.
here.
Signs. I mean, there's a sidewalk.
Right.
I don't
It's
know.
it's at least safe.
I would just put generic business.
Generic business. It.
1-star generic business.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's other stuff in this in that shop.
Yeah,
that
they're-
might be a little bit more exciting.
They're not starving.
Reject, says the stone.
Rolly says 1 star.
Oh, an edit.
Out of here.
We get an edit.
Oh, these are tricky. Be careful for exploits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some exploits over at yesterday. I was reviewing, and this guy was like, "Please move to the left to liberate, like to open a cell."
Yeah.
And he was like moving it five blocks away. I think it was his house or something. And I'm like, no, there's no other stops there. Like, why would I
No,
do
when
that?
when people do that, when they're like that overt about it, and like we'll put it in the description, it's like, come on.
Yeah, it's fishy.
Oh, it's like there's a stop right next to my house that I am 15 feet from being able to reach, and I
Wow.
want so bad to move it, and I can't, because it's exactly where it's supposed to be. Wrap my phone in tinfoil and drift. Okay, name. Well, it says Catherine. So,
Okay.
we'll go with Catherine. That's what, statue? Sculpture?
Yeah.
I would go with statues. Yeah.
Statue.
If we can spell.
You guys do additional comments sometimes. What do you write in them?
If it's something really cool, I do.
Yeah.
So, I'll always try to put stuff in there and make it very flavorful, and that's one of the things that Jamal was telling me about. That, especially on the English side, really helps things go through. Is when there's some really cool flavor text that is accurate, but is entertaining, and gives someone a little bit of a payoff for digging in that much further and reading. So I mean, it's I'll always try to put some supporting information there and make it not textbook bland, but actually have some kind of some kind of little bit of life and character and personality to it.
This one is funny because this one is labeled the Picnic Area Comfort Pavilion, and it's a bathroom.
Hey man, that's
And my mother always taught me, do not eat where you shit.
Yeah, I do 1 star.
That's efficient.
That's efficient.
It's efficient.
You're gonna have to step away.
You can do it all in one area. Just wait a few hours. What would this be?
1 star.
I mean, technically, it could be a body part.
Doesn't meet criteria.
Testone says reject, just some bathrooms. Yeah.
Doesn't meet criteria. Now it just be like
if there
public
was something
bathrooms.
cool about the bathroom,
Just
if there was, like, some artwork.
bathrooms.
I mean, it's easily recognizable and culturally everybody knows them. But
I
don't
would
think it's
hope
stuff.
they do, yeah.
A couple of gaming subscribed.
Ooh.
Yeah. Thank you very much, man.
Whoop.
You're my new hero.
Share's full. Are we allowed to say bad words?
PG-13. So shit is okay.
Oh, okay.
Shit is okay. It's not one of the ones you can't say on network television.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Really? You can say that?
You can say shit on network television.
I don't watch TV.
The more you
George Carlin is now wrong.
George Carlin's 7 words, yeah.
He's now wrong. We should not go through my nominations because they all get turned down. Especially my home nomination that I tried to get a manhole cover. And I've been threatening to go paint a smiley face on it to make it art.
You get outed for putting in bogus stuff.
He's my local. He's allowed to. He knows where I live.
I was thinking like if somebody was like a pretty good graffiti artist and also a pogo player, they could get along with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we have those here. There's electrical boxes that run the stoplights, and the city has commissioned graffiti artists to paint them.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now,
I
they
am
they
a
do not do
huge
the one
street
right
artist.
behind my house. But
Commission it back. Commission it.
about 2 miles away, they do. Kings Park Water Tower.
What's this?
It's a water tower.
What are they asking for?
What is it?
A water tower.
It's a water tower.
That's weird. I've never got one of these like, yo, what's this category? Or maybe I don't remember.
I think that's all it's.
That's it.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Oh, select the most accurate.
Well, do you
Vision.
select the actual top of the water tower or where it connects to the ground?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize too when it comes to categories that you can. There's a free form search bar there.
Oh yeah.
So like a lot of times people will be going through category after category after category trying to find the right thing, like water tower, not know what heading it's under, not knowing they could just type water tower
Yeah.
and it
Yep.
will and it would show up. So don't forget that.
So what about placement on this one?
Okay, so that's tricky because one is like close to the train tracks. Maybe that's why they moved it.
Yeah, it looks like one is literally where the tower touches the ground, and one is in the sky where the top of the tower is.
Is it like inaccessible in one of the two? Or?
I mean, the thing is that if you were looking straight down on the map based on the one that's at the center of the tower, it's probably not lined up with where the GPS of the tower is.
Yeah, it's probably way off. It's probably a good 50 feet off at least. So I'll go with the one that's on the ground.
Even though the one on the ground would probably be better if it was a little bit closer to that road, that walkway.
Yeah.
walking area, but
And it puts it in a different cell.
That's weird because there's. Why would you move that?
I think it's a. Is it a dupe or is it just a?
Maybe it's a dupe.
But
Oh.
I can see from the user's perspective of why they would choose that location at the top of the tower, because
Yes.
when you're looking at it on a topographical map, it's like, oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
How about this one? I think.
It's another edit.
It's a location thing. I don't think we can.
What is
Locate.
it? It is. I'd call it this trailhead.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
Let's see.
trail sign. I mean, you could say sign even.
Trail marker.
These are always difficult.
Oh,
Trailhead.
night walk.
Trees.
Yeah, you can't see them. It's a little marker.
When does the stream end? It ends in 1 hour, Ash.
Yeah, about 1 hour. Well, let's see.
1 hour and something else.
Hour 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Unless we're having fun and you guys want to stay longer. So whatever. I have nothing to do today. Especially not Pogo.
What's the next one?
Fraternity house.
Oof. I mean, in the universities, so
Where are we? We're back in Chicago? Way north Chicago.
it has historical.
Right. Right. That's yeah.
Yeah, it's historical, cultural, safe access. It is visually unique. Like you can easily see 3 Greek letters. So yeah, I probably.
It looks safe.
I
It's got
like
a
the
sidewalk.
description. If it wasn't as good description, I would have given it like 4 or 3 stars.
Yeah, that's solid. They took their time.
We did.
Well, and that just further reinforces the historical.
Oh, what is it?
It's the party house.
University.
Right?
I always go with a university building or something like that.
Let's see.
If it's inside a university and it's a building.
Lambda, lambda, lambda.
Like so. Lambda, lambda, lambda.
I'm dating myself. Revenge of the Nerds quotes.
You gotta go Animal House.
Yeah.
Start singing Louie Louie.
I was gonna say like, I gave my love a chicken.
Louie Louie, the song that anybody can sing because there's no official lyrics.
Double secret probation.
Yeah, so I think 5-star in location, right?
Yeah, it seems to be right. Well, yeah, it's within feet.
Oh. A 5-star every
Yeah.
time.
You know, and here's a good one just for general knowledge. If there's a building and the spot or the stop is representing the building, do you typically place that at the entrance of the building? Because I mean, it could be anywhere in the building and still be accurate. But do you normally put it at the doorway, or I don't know?
If I'm nominating, I nominate wherever is better for the S. For the S.
Yeah, I
club,
mean the
right?
S2. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, of course, when you're grading, you look for the obvious, more iconic thing. To be the face of the Pokestop, but I don't know. That's,
More
very
baseball
subjective.
fields.
I give it 5 stars. Like always, all these athletic fields, basketball courts or anything that are publicly visible, try to 5-star them. I think because they're always featured in the featured spot in Wayfarer, so I think that's what Niantic wants to see. So
For sure.
I see that kind of thing, I just try to prove it. There's 4, that's the thing.
Yep, there's 4 of them there. It looks like only 2 of them? Nah. Yeah,
That,
only
that
two of
Duke?
the actual baseball fields, and they placed that strategically.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. See, they definitely did. So they're aware,
They're
and
using
there's nothing wrong with that.
IITC.
I do the
Hmm.
same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bend accuracy, but I'm going to, use everything I can to my advantage that's still within, without, you know, being shady.
Yeah, here Agent Blame Jamal is like they promote exercise like Niantic does, so I think
Yep.
it's a great thing. Just promote places where you can exercise.
Ash, see you later. Thank you for stopping by the stream.
How about these ones, guys? Because uh, we don't get a lot of trail markers in Mexico. There's not a lot of nature trails here that are marked by the government, so I don't see this often.
I see this a lot. I think that these are always good. I think, especially if there's like, you know, it's something like this where it's an actual sign and not just like a little tag or something like that. Um, I'm all for these.
Not just a plastic coated paper sign up there, which I've seen actually a lot of.
See what you know what though? It's like trail. Is that really a trail marker?
It's more of a mile marker,
Yeah, it's just like an information. I mean,
which I
I
think
get what they're saying.
mile
But it's not really
post.
marking the trail. It's just saying like every sign is a quarter mile or every whatever. But
Of course, that's true.
I'm assuming it's there. Let's see. Can we move
We have
this
these
here?
nominations that are all over Wayfair in Mexico.
There it is.
I don't know if you've ever seen them in movies or whatever, but there's a lot of little shrines to the Virgin Mary and stuff in Mexico, up on the walls and streets and taxi stops or whatever. And I think like that's super unique to my country.
yeah,
And I just saw these, and I think I never see these kinds of things.
yeah.
This
Trail
one's
markers
kind
are
of cool.
very very popular by me.
This one is really cool. I like that.
Look at that.
I like it.
What is it? Is it stones?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
like a stone mural, painted stone mural.
It's cool.
so for this, I would Google the name because they're putting two different names there.
So,
So I would Google like leave it battlefield, and if it's something comes up right, if it's not, it's maybe Levatai or whatever. How do you pronounce that?
levity.
Levity.
Let's see. Google Maps. Go. Google Maps can't find it.
They fooled us all. It's just
They
a Photoshop.
Right? It's CGI.
Because both have to be changed. The best description and best title.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Levity or Levitt.
I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? Maybe you would have to
Neither
go
one
to the-
shows up on a Google search.
Right.
Justin said, "Click open in and select Google Maps."
Oh, that's a good one.
That
Open in.
is not an option.
Over. Yeah, under the picture, it's open in.
Oh, gotcha. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Google Maps.
Levitt.
There we go. So now
Levitt.
just like Levitt.
So it's that one. The description is just whichever one is more verbally appealing to you, right? Oh, except this one
Best
is actually
description, yeah.
correct.
Yeah, that one's correct.
Yep, there you go.
That is correct.
Man, you see, you just gotta put a little work in.
This little work. Got to read it twice.
It's
This.
not much, but it's honest work.
Uh,
Yeah.
what is this?
Sculpture, I would go with
Sculpture?
sculpture. Yeah, or art, something.
Art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Installation. Zoom out in the map and show the Google Map label. So it might even be labeled in Google Maps. It might give you a little.
I think the Levitt is just the
just
park.
the name.
It's just the park.
Yeah, and it's not. I would go with sculpture because it's
Installation, sculpture.
like some kind of, what do you call this, plastic art? You know,
That could
made with-
technically be textile.
I don't think so. Textile would be like clothing, right? Clothing art.
Sure. I have no idea. Go with sculpture.
Wow, that's tricky.
Ugh.
What is this?
This is a obstacle in a dog park.
Oh, okay. I mean, a gift from your friends.
Yeah,
Why
that's-
would that be the title?
I'm assuming because it was donated.
Yeah, that's probably what it says on that little plaque.
Okay.
And this is MT area. This is Tennessee.
Pretty.
Tennessee.
Definitely visually unique.
Yeah.
I'm assuming safe access. This is a park. Yep.
It could be a playground, just a playground for puppers.
Of course. Dog was hype.
See, I'm waiting to see cat playgrounds.
Oh, that'd be like,
It's the cats are getting left out.
do cats fight more than dogs? Is that like a thing?
It kind of
Cats
depends
are
on the
wicked.
cat.
True.
My cat, no, my cat would just go sit in the closet and say, "Y'all do whatever you want to do." So
Park.
dog park is not an option.
I would go with unique architecture or something like that.
Architecture, unique architecture.
Yeah, I'd go with that. Like the unique structure, whatever.
It's definitely there.
Okay.
This one.
I guess 5-star everything.
5-star everything.
I am.
Congratulations, Murfreesboro.
That's great. I think that's just
This is one of the new additions, right? Art inside a building.
Inside, yeah.
what do you mean by new edition?
Well, they rewrite some of the. What's the
Oh,
word
the
I'm looking for?
categories?
Yeah, like in the
Okay, okay.
last, I want to say last 3 months or so.
I think
Wow.
January.
January.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I understand. I go 5-star everything, and there's safe access.
Inside a building, definitely. Well, I mean, sometimes.
Princeton,
Yeah,
in
where
the
is it?
Princeton University, so that's great.
Princeton.
Well, also if it's just outside, if it's just inside the building and is from a distance perspective is accessible from the people walking right outside that window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is visible through the window.
Yeah, I think it's great. For those locations, I would go with like 4, because it's probably
4.
there. I can't
Probably
really
there,
see
but
it,
can't see it for sure.
Probably there.
Let's see. Make sure
Yep.
it's not a dupe. It's not. That is definitely a sculpture. Knights of Columbus. God, that looks like a house.
Yeah, well, we have tons of these by me, and a lot of them are houses, but they're not residences. They're just they utilize houses,
Okay.
and then they have like a hall. They're definitely of historical importance.
Okay.
It's
I
actually
never see these kinds of things.
It's actually not too far from me. This is from Mass.
So it's like a religious office.
It's
Kind of religious, maybe slash social club. Is that the word I'm looking
Okay.
for?
yeah, I mean it's rooted in religion, but it's kind of like a community based thing. Um, but it's definitely rooted in Catholic religion.
Of course. Yeah, but I'd 5-star everything. Like, there's a location, there's no dupe.
You consider this a lodge?
Lodge.
Lodge.
No, lodge is perfect. because
Lodge is
that's-
perfect.
Yeah, Knights of Columbus. That's another word for they call it a lodge. Yep,
It's kind of
absolutely.
similar to the Freemasons, I think.
What
Right?
does lodge mean?
It would be more like resembling a house,
Okay.
but it's a place for people to gather.
Oh, okay, okay. That's great. I learned something today.
5 across the board.
Thank you, G2G Media.
We're here to teach. We're an institution of knowledge.
Okay, that's
Is this Hawaii?
It's a funky angle.
yeah.
It's a very funky angle.
I wouldn't-
Both of them are actually.
Maybe they're not trying to. They're trying to not show us something. So
Yeah.
I would go there and see if it's not like a primary school or something like that. Where are they not showing? Normal?
Let's see, where's the open in Google Maps?
Ken Butner LMT. I don't know what. I don't know.
Ew.
Maybe it's like
A business?
decoration for a business. I think.
It's gotta be a business.
Yeah.
Let's give them some free promotion. Look at their website.
You're brave.
Right?
Yeah, I think this might be like a decorated wall in
Yeah, that's what it looks
generic
like.
business. I wouldn't call it cultural or anything.
Yeah.
I'd probably give this 1-star generic business.
Generic
The
business.
employee from there is watching the stream like, no, please.
No. Why would you do that?
Cue the Triumph the Insult Comic Dog Hawaii weather segment.
I don't know about you guys, but sometimes in Mexico, like hairstylists just like stencil on their wall like a woman, and some people nominate that as a Pokestop, and I'm like, yo, that's definitely not a Pokestop.
No, the best one I've ever seen, like, and it's funny because I've learned that they call this wood in the Wayfarer community of like a really bad. Oh, Jamal, thanks for following. A really bad submission is like someone had it was like called the Borderlands Museum, right? And it was literally like a shelf in the dude's bedroom where you put like some Borderlands books and the games and like a Funko Pop or something.
Oh
He's
my
like,
god.
this is a museum in the gaming Hall of Fame, blah, blah, blah. And he's just like, nah, dude, that's your bedroom. And you're trying to get this stop in your house. A for effort,
Yeah.
F for for the
A
grade.
funny one. A funny one I've seen was like 3 palms in a park, and they were like executor garden, and I was like, what? How is this an executor garden, and why is it like? And then some guy just posted a picture of a pond, and he was like, Squirtle pond. Squirtle like to play here, and I was like, no.
So this one, I don't see this sign anywhere.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, sometimes they're misplaced.
I don't see it anywhere.
For
I
their
mean, that's an
benefit or
apartment
something.
complex in this picture.
Yeah.
Swing around like to the other side. Is that where the park is? Maybe?
Yeah. Sometimes
That's
you get
that's a
like
shame
their
too. 'Cause that would be
location.
a
I mean,
perfect
yeah.
one.
I mean, it's a good picture, but it's not there.
Sometimes I try to look at the street characteristics, like they take a picture, and you can see like the patches of the grass that are gone,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that, or a wall that's easily recognizable. And if I
Well,
see that one,
Yeah,
maybe
you
the
could
street view is not updated, I'll like give it 5 stars.
the supporting information shows like the street and then the long sidewalk or a long walkway along it. None of that.
And none of that is
That-
there.
Yeah, we can see something like that from here.
Wait,
There.
go, swing back to the left there though. A little bit more. Like there was one that see. There's the strip of potential sidewalk. Get back. No, it doesn't. That's not it. Nope. Nope.
It looks like a completely different place. Texas, you have let me down. Where is this in Texas?
Maybe.
Oh, it's the
like,
Woodlands. That's local to me. That's like 45 minutes away.
Just do real quick. Just drive there real quick. And
Right? I'll be right back.
Opening Google Maps, right there.
So this one would be.
I'd probably give it like honest, honest rating, and then go down to location and like 1-star location.
Yeah, you know, Jamal just said a good thing in the chat. A lot of times the Google Maps is super outdated. Like that.
It's
that,
true.
Yeah,
That
that's
Google
the thing.
Maps used to be 2017,
That is very true. The
and you know,
if you look at my house, a car we haven't had in 6 years is parked in the driveway.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah, so
nice.
that's a good point, Jamal. Good call on that.
Yeah, that's why I try to rely on the way the road looks, or the way the something looks, and maybe see if it looks a lot like that. But we are seeing a straight road, and
Yeah.
then and some trails, and then in the street view we see apartment complexes that I don't think you would burn down apartment complexes and
Yeah.
build trails there.
The
And
only thing
on-
similar is a few pine trees.
Yeah, maybe I would move up and down and check if there's something. But this is definitely not the location, right?
Yeah, no, these houses have been here for a little while. In these apartment complexes.
You just don't erase the houses. Build a trail there. So
Yeah, this is not a new building project. So do one under location. And then
Yeah.
I think Rolly's saying look at satellite view. Maybe that helps.
yeah, we could do that. Google Maps.
Maybe we can see the.
That's a neighborhood.
Yeah, that's a neighborhood. There's no trails there.
Yeah, there haven't been trails there in a while.
Close to an elementary school. I don't see.
I mean, the only place you could have a trail is over here.
So
Yeah, we're on
I
the-
just googled Greenbelt Trails, Texas.
Okay.
And it's a huge forest with trails in it. No houses
Yeah,
anywhere
this
nearby.
this guy is doing some exploit things. Not cool.
So, one
1
overall,
star. Yeah, just give it a 1-star.
and then
Which put your- yeah,
mismatched
location.
location.
Definitely.
Okay, give me like 45 seconds. There's someone knocking at my door.
It's the dude that nominated.
Yeah, it is. It's totally him.
Hey,
It's there. It's there.
I know who you are.
Are you a Magnolia fan?
What do you think about this one, Ken? Basketball court.
That's cool. See, what triggers me is that the C in court isn't capitalized. But I mean,
Triggered.
you know, it's fine. It's there. It's, you know, they put in a good description. Doesn't look like there's a lot of other waste spot activity in that area.
Have you ever gotten to grade some that they have a picture of a picture? So somebody just takes a picture of like a screen.
Yep.
I hate
Yep.
those.
So
Horrible.
those are typically done.
Like
You know,
spoofers, no?
I've even seen that. Yeah. You know, and when you are able to nominate in Ingress, you don't have to take the photo at the time of the nomination. You can
Okay.
take the photo from your library. So a lot of that stuff happens like that too. Someone, oh, you've got a location, you've got a nomination available, or you could do this. Here's a photo. Take a picture of a photo. Like there's always, I've seen a lot of that shenanigans.
I almost got tricked by one of those yesterday. I had to one star it.
It was not that guy. It was the Mormon Church.
You ever see
Maybe-
Orgasmo?
Maybe we can.
I should have answered the door with that. Have you guys ever seen Orgasmo?
Maybe you could be like, "Where's your church? I can nominate it to be a Pogo Club," you know?
It's like, you're right on time. I
So-
can nominate you.
Pac, remind me when we're off air and in private to tell you my Orgasmo Mormon story. It's a doozy. It's a good one. It's good. Grade A, good one.
Basketball courts. These are the same thing as baseball fields, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as long as it's there, there's no dupes.
However, Ken got triggered by the title, so we would one star the
I
title.
got triggered by the title.
Well, I hate when things aren't capitalized
Oh,
consistently.
yeah.
It's like basketball.
Yeah. No, I'm with you the same. I take a star off for that kind of stuff. It's like
Passive aggressiveness.
you were able to capitalize everything else.
No, that's something that you hope goes through, and then ultimately someone
Someone
Ingress or
edits
hire-
it,
you know,
yeah.
Someone can just do a quick edit on the title.
Grammar had hardcore person.
I don't actually see it.
Is that not? Is that like a parking?
That
lot?
is
there
a
hoop
parking
there?
lot.
Where's the hoop?
Let's look at Google Maps.
And maybe satellite view. You could maybe see a more.
Hey, there's a
Yeah,
basketball
there we
court.
go.
Okay.
So it is actually there.
Satellite view height.
That's 3 because you can't see it in this picture? Or 5?
Shadowed.
Well, that
Not
that could
really.
be like see, but it's not like it's being obscured.
Yeah.
It's just a weird picture. Like what?
4?
I'd go 5-star on the
5.
location because we saw it.
We
clearly
verified
on
it's there,
Satellite
yeah.
view, yeah.
Now, no basketball court is not an official. What is it?
Athletic
Yeah,
field,
so
I
it's
go
gotta
with.
be athletic field.
Yeah, I do that for like tennis court. That kind of thing.
Soccer fields, everything.
I just had I had one approved today that was a lacrosse field, and I just used athletic field.
Oh, they're tugging at my heart. Eagle Scout project.
Nice.
Footbridge, I don't know about that one. Like,
So
I
this is
don't
what
know.
I was talking about, and I was actually in the Wayfarer discussion forum last week, and they were talking about footbridges, walking bridge, and some people were submitting and resubmitting, and they were getting denied, and we were like, "Well, it should be there because it does have purpose in the community, and I submitted one where it's kind of like this marshland, and the walking bridge goes over the marshland, and there's even like little notches in the railings for people to
Okay.
stand to take photos and like because it's beautiful nature there. And I got it pushed through in like 5 days. It got approved. So I'm for these. I think that I mean, obviously there's water there too, so it is serving a function.
okay.
I'm for it because I was a Boy Scouts as a kid, so that's always been a big deal for me personally.
And I don't see much of these in Mexico, so I don't have past experiences with these. So definitely, I would listen here and do what you guys say and recommend. However, that location, what do you think is accurate?
3, right? It's there, but you can't see it.
Yeah, obscured.
Isn't the water like far away? 'Cause we can clearly see the water in the
Let's see. Flip better view.
nomination, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Like non-obscured water with no trees.
Let's go back to the picture. I mean, there's trees.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe a 3. I would go with a 3.
Good, 3. Gotcha. 3. And actually, footbridge, I know, is an option.
I'm gonna take my headphones out and plug my phone in so this thing doesn't die. So hopefully my audio doesn't
I
take
will.
an S.
I will allow it. Two footbridges in a row.
Here, check this out. Let me see if I can pull this up. I'm gonna flip my camera here. This was the footbridge that I submitted. I got approved. You know what I mean? Like it's got photos. As long as the photo really shows that it's not just
A log.
yeah, you know.
We kicked over this rotten tree over a 2-inch wide stream of water.
Definitely. So I think that one looks good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I like this one.
And as the chat was saying, I think Niantic really is really for like exploration of national parks and stuff.
Yeah,
For sure, yeah. It is definitely not a duplicate. There's nothing. Nothing. Where is this? Connecticut.
outer space.
The backwoods of Connecticut.
Connecticut Wayfarer team is going all out.
They're lucky.
Lots of
They're lucky I
submissions
drove
today.
through Connecticut this past summer.
Oh,
Footbridge.
it's funny that you do like overall. At the end, I always do like
You do it first.
yeah, I do it first, and if I have to change it, I change it normally.
All right, so someone in chat had mentioned Justin in the chat said October clarifications in the Wayfarer page. So I pulled that up, and it says specifically, what about wooden walking trail bridges throughout a park or nature preserve on the trail path? And it says if they are accessible by foot and expected to be used as part of the trail, they would meet the criteria.
Okay, that's great.
They are in. We did it right.
Yep.
We've done it, boys.
The VFW.
Yep. This is going to be similar. This is Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Okay.
So again, this is something that would fall under lodge even.
Yeah.
But historical importance for sure, community importance, cultural importance, absolutely.
Now, would you
The
call it
description.
the Veterans of Foreign Wars or the VFW? I personally go with the VFW.
Yeah.
I think it says best description, so I would go with Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Okay.
Not the title. So it says Westport VFW, and the description would be Veterans of Foreign Wars. I think that's
Yeah,
all.
it does say that. Go with that.
Yeah, similar to Knights of Columbus kind of community based thing. And someone like me, growing up playing in hardcore bands, we played many shows. We would rent out these halls.
Rent out the VFW?
Oh man.
For this one, we have to call the bench expert.
There you go.
Ken, please.
So let me. I know that there were some changes with benches. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Thought that there was some, clarifications on benches. So. I don't see it, but I thought that there was something. Jamal in the chat, was there anything with benches that used to be acceptable and now aren't, or vice versa? I don't know. Jamal's taking a look to see if he can find something on. I thought I remember reading something specifically about benches, and I mean, clearly, if they have a plaque on it or this one has an inscription,
Yes,
then I would lean way more into it being okay, more so than just like John Doe Park bench.
of course.
Right. Yeah. They get at least here they get tricky because I know one of the
We
parks
can start
closest
like
to me has probably 10 to 15 of these
okay.
inscribed memorial benches every, I don't know, 20 yards or so.
That's tricky. I would start like rating the rest. So I think the title is 5 star.
Yeah, for sure.
8th Axis 5 star.
Definitely nothing in the October 19 or January 20 clarifications about benches, but I could have swore I read something somewhere about it.
It's not a dupe.
You guys playing Ingress?
I'm not.
I played for a while. Um,
Oh,
I actually have one Onyx badge and something.
Jamal's link got banned.
Oh, he got modded. He got auto modded.
Wow. Jamal, we're sorry.
I don't know if I gotta figure out how to
Okay,
take.
all right. I found the thing on benches.
Okay.
It's just in the generic eligible waste spot clarification on the site. It says public parks are great, high quality places for waste spots. They are common around the world. Encourage players to walk, exercise, and enjoy public spaces. However, park benches, picnic tables, and other common features might not meet criteria unless there is something significant about them. So, a bench that doesn't have an inscription or a plaque or a memorial would not be eligible.
Gotcha.
But if there's something there that's discerning it as unique, like a memorial or this has been donated by, that kind of thing, then I think that would be okay.
Ingress OPR Reviewers Guide says 1 star memorial bench. Unless it's in a sparse area, which I think is sparse.
Yeah, so Jamal just put in a pretty lengthy thing here. I have not read the OPR Reviewer's Guide, so
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think I have either.
I think we should have a Wayfarer's Reviewers Guide for everyone. Maybe I would like to see like social media for Pokemon Go pushing it.
For sure.
I think Ingress players have a lot of access to this information. I think Pogo players should be able to find these links, these guides easily too.
finding the guide, benches and plaques. This because, yes, okay. So we do have a link now. MT put in about benches. Yeah, it's got to have some kind of importance to it.
I would say to me, a memorial is important.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll push this one through.
Seems like an important member.
Especially since there's not 15 of them.
Yeah. Mortar, whoa. One that you don't see in Mexico.
Shout out to Gear Glider in the Wayfarer Discussions Discord. Just shared with me a link with Wayfarer guides and stuff like that. So we'll make sure that we get these links out to everybody. Yeah, he says specifically there's a section on benches. I mean, that's one of the things I love about the Wayfarer community. I mean, just like AR and PvP, it's like you have these subgroups of people that are just so anxious to help. It's pretty awesome.
It is. It's really awesome. An old mortar.
That's pretty
Interesting.
sweet.
That is pretty sweet. I love war memorabilia. Where is this?
Podgy Panda's in the house.
Outside of Boston.
New babies
Yeah,
chill.
big shout out to Paji. He does a lot of really good coloring sheets for us.
So we're going to post this week, but Podgy also did the new Lured Up podcast merch design,
Wow, nice.
Yes,
and it's
Awesome.
amazing. I
he's
can't wait
so
to
good.
reveal
He's
it.
so good.
It came out so great. I'm very excited. Very excited to show it off.
That's cool. Super cool. And it's there. Definitely.
I'm a child, but that makes me giggle.
Some dude hiding in the bush.
What is this?
Weapon.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a cannon.
Historical something, I don't know. Maybe you start with historical, yeah. Historical object.
Object.
No.
Sight? I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe sight.
Is it sight? Let's see. Kinda.
Yeah.
Nathan says we have one here that's just listed as historical site.
Historical sight. Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that.
I'll go with it.
definitely.
And the other
Right,
beauty of this too is because this is a community-based thing. I mean, edits are always possible.
For sure, yeah.
Of course.
So,
Tennis courts at an apartment complex.
I'd give it a. I don't know.
This is actually a big question for me because I'm fixing to move into a new apartment complex that has a pool and a playground.
I mean, personally, I did submit my apartment complex fountain and got accepted in like 2 days, and it's not very accessible to people. But
Yeah, I
I
can't
mean,
tell if this
there's
is
people
gated.
in
It doesn't
my-
look like it's gated.
Yeah. There's people in complexes that also play.
Yeah.
so I know, and I'm looking at the common confusions page on the Wayfarer wiki, and they said in regards to playgrounds, a playground that's in like a park is okay, obviously, but if it's a playground that's like in a McDonald's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be eligible. So now I don't know if they're going to compare the business of of McDonald's to a business of a condominium association. You know what I mean? Like as the same, but
I will say this: it looks, at least on Google Maps, open to the public. To at least drive up to it.
Oh, I would 5-star it then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even, and this is the thing though. Like if I'm giving something a 5, that's like without a shadow of a doubt, 100% confidence. Go for it.
Right.
Sometimes if I have that like I'm on the fence even a little bit, then it's like all right, I'll still give it a 4. I'll give it a 4. But
Eagle Scout Project. Here we go. I'm assuming they just. His Eagle Scout Project was erecting signs. He says erecting signs. Giggity.
Giggity.
yeah, I mean this is pretty straightforward. Obviously, you can see it in the location accuracy.
Assuming it's there. Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Yep,
Definitely there.
right next to the sidewalk.
What was it
Is
like?
there
Park Path.
is there a dupe? Yeah, right.
Is it a dupe? Oh, it
That's a
is.
dupe.
It's a dupe.
Is it? Is it like, we got to be careful too sometimes
Yes.
with
There's
trail tags.
multiple entrances.
Yeah, you could have like the north entrance, south entrance with the same exact sign.
Let's see.
But then would it be um, easily identifiable or unique?
It's still unique unless the entrances were right next to each other. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna let me do street view. It's not. Okay, so
we'll click
Where's
on
the-
those other photos and see maybe
let's see.
how close they are. Like the check for duplicates, like those.
Oh,
Like zoom out, right?
gotcha.
But if you click on the actual photo, it'll show you which one of those points.
So this is would be the dupe.
No, like right underneath the see how there's like a list of thumbnails underneath the map.
Underneath the map. Ah, yeah, gotcha.
So you see how that one is down further. So that's
Yeah.
probably the other. That's probably the other side. Of
The other side of the trail.
It could.
Let's see. This picture compared to.
Bigger trees, little trees.
Yep, that's
Okay.
different spot.
Yes.
Man, we're doing some sly work
Doing
here.
some work. Detective stuff. Let's see. This would be. I'd call that a trailhead, huh? Yeah.
Rolly, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm getting so much good information here. When looking at the maps, make sure you disable tilted view. Inaccuracy is infuriatingly bad. The button looks like a Windows logo, sort of tilted sideways, so you get a perspective view.
What's
Where'd we
that?
move to now?
All right, so get this, guys. We have Pokemon Go servers coming back online, right?
Already?
Someone just posted.
No, really?
So yeah, someone just posted in the Wayfarer discussion that the game is back up, and a stop that was removed months ago. Now that the game is back online, the stop is back.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What does it mean?
Where's your tinfoil hat?
I can go get it. I still have it in the other room.
Valley.
It is
Valley
back up. I just
Strait
loaded it
back
up. It is 100% back up.
I'll be right back.
He's grabbing his hat. Did they? That's what I get for not paying attention to Twitter for the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
Close it down.
All right.
We have to close it down again. They've asked us to stay out until they announce it.
Ken has the hat now.
All right.
We're ready.
We're
It's
good. We're good
that's
to discuss
it's
the,
actually a Burger King hat.
the
It's his
return.
it's his night job.
I made this myself. Nice. I'll you see if I can give a little curve to it. Give a little Hershey kiss action. There you
Hershey
go. Now we're in business.
Oh
No.
my god.
It's even got a little tilt to it at the top.
Yeah. I could do like the Adebisi. Alright, there we go. We're good. No, I'm excited to see what happens when this comes back. I'm hoping that there was an OpenStreetMap refresh. That would be very nice.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. I have a feeling the AR stuff was a part of it too.
I hope so. I hope so.
With reality blending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be really interesting to see what they do with that. Although, from the picture they posted, it still needs a little bit of work.
Yeah. For the record here, and the chat is blowing up. You guys are completely right. Niantic did say don't log into the game until they say, because that could slow down the return of the game. So
Don't crash it.
you're right. I'm sorry.
We've been bad.
MT said the game is not up. It's up for some. Just don't do it. But I got the tinfoil hat on, so we're good. Good.
We're protected.
I got like.
It would definitely not be great time for Go Battle League. So,
Yeah, no.
I was trying to get my Go Battle League matches in like right before it went down, and it said,
yeah.
"We're going down soon. This isn't available." Protecting drinking water. So this is a informational plaque.
Educational sign.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Perfect.
Yeah, I'd give it a 5 and everything. There's no dupes.
Yeah, that whole area. This was the most exciting thing.
I mean, it's a nice reservoir. Where's Pack though? We
I'm
lost
here.
him. Okay.
I'm answering text real quick.
He's probably getting yelled at by him.
Maybe. Maybe. It's a distinct possibility.
God.
Don't do it. Put the hat on. There you go. There is my new style. It's my new style.
Double the hat, double the conspiracy.
All right, drinking water, protected drinking water. We have a bunch of these signs around at parks around here.
Yeah, I'm all for these. These are great because again, it's promoting exploration, it's giving information, education out, getting people out there.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm all for this.
Can't tell that it's there, but it probably is.
3 star.
Now, would you consider this
Object sign
educational,
educational.
nature, or science? That is the question. Because it's both.
Yeah, you could do science on this one because this is kind of, I think it kind of falls under that.
Town.
An edit.
What's the change in?
One's Fodler Lane and one is Fiddler Lane.
What did the sign say?
Fiddler.
The sign says Fiddler.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
You know, one thing that does bug me is there's no spell check in the nomination process in game Pokemon Go. So it's very easy to spell things wrong because you don't get little red squiggly lines saying that you spelled something.
True.
This would be
Sign.
marker
Sure. Yeah.
or welcome. It does say
No.
welcome on it.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome sign.
Perfect. Actually, really enjoy doing this reviewing.
Well, it's definitely fun too, especially when you get on like into the detective work part of it. It's kind of fun.
Definitely.
Triple Creek Park Adult Softball Complex C.
This is where we're going to be holding the G2G softball games.
Well, yeah, I 5-star everything. I think.
Yeah, as long as it's not a dupe, which it doesn't.
Is it a jail? Like a prison or something?
What?
tall fences. I didn't know if that was barbed wire
No, it's I think it's the fences around the backstop.
It'd be so funny, like if we were just like, yeah, 5-star in
And it's a
jail,
prison
yeah.
baseball field.
Dude,
or
go
playing on
for
like
it.
the smuggled in phones. People playing pogo like, we got it. We got to stop.
However, where they put this is not correct. Kinda, maybe. I mean, it's at the edge of the outfield.
You know what? They probably did that so you wouldn't have to drive in.
That's
yeah, maybe
true.
it's reachable by pedestrians.
Yeah, it'd be definitely reachable by the parking lot from there.
Oh, I like so the green ring around the POI is where you can like spin it with the
One
update,
of, let's see, I can
and
pull
the
up
red.
the.
That's some great info.
One of them is 20 meter, and I think the green ring is the 40 meter.
So like the red ring would be like the normal spinning range.
Yes.
That's a great expansion. I'm definitely gonna add that.
I gotta say, I love the increased range. What a huge difference.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's gonna be so sad if and when that goes away.
yeah. Honestly, I've been thinking about before coronavirus. I was like, I hope we get like the range extended. Sometimes we can't reach certain things. Range is a little small, I think.
Yeah. Bark Park.
Bark Park.
Yay, doggies. Couldn't
It's
get
a 5-star from me.
yeah.
As long as it's, yeah, it's there.
Just make sure there's no dupes because looks like there's other stops in the area. I guess it looks alright. Other side of the lake.
Yeah,
You're good.
that's good.
Let the doggies play. Let the Puccianas and Snuffles have their fun.
Let's see, just park.
Jamal saying you need the new logo on the hat.
Yeah, man, the new Lured Up logo, people loving it.
I like it. I really
I need it on a hat. I'm not gonna lie.
I got this hat. I've been rocking this hat every day for like I don't know how long. We got the Secret League pin, but we got a merch store now, but we don't have hats in there yet. I'm gonna have to add some hats.
Yeah, I don't think we have hats in ours yet either. I think we got shirts.
I have my old hat, but I need a new logo hat too.
Huntsville. Now, is this gonna be Texas or just gonna be Alabama? Texas, I think. Nope, Alabama.
Beautification Award. Honor. Cultural significance 5-star.
Yeah.
What it looks like. Pretty unique. We don't see beauty awards everywhere.
I mean, we have one over Ken's head all the time. It's there. There's a sidewalk. Let's see. Information.
Sure. Information.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Let's
Definitely 1-star. Mr.
That barber definitely plays.
It's a place I need to visit. I hadn't had a haircut since the lockdown started.
Sorry, Sal.
He's gonna find us all.
We have a nickname for Salvador here in Mexico. We call them Chava.
Oh yeah.
So you can go up to any Salvadoran and say like, "Hey, what's up, Chava?" They'll know what's up. Mexican tips.
Kind of the same thing, right?
I'd
It's a business.
I'd 1-star natural feature, and like it's also a picture from far away.
Looks like it's a
This guy
picture
is
from
like inside
inside.
yeah, photo quality 1-star, natural feature 1-star.
I mean, that even it looks like a man-made kind of thing. I just wouldn't have called it that. I would have made it like landscape, fountains, bush thing.
The bush. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, this is some office guy that he wants to play while
Yeah,
he's working.
this is the
He's like,
boss
"Yeah,
of the
let me
building
play."
who's wanting to stop. This is, what'd you say,
I don't
generic
know.
business?
Yeah, whatever. Natural feature or
Yeah, it just doesn't even
photo
allow.
quality, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of 1-star. New Hope safety shelters.
It's
From
tornado shelter.
tornadoes. Wow.
Where
I
is
mean,
this?
Cultural significance, pretty big. It's definitely a point of interest in the community. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Sure.
everyone
One thing
knows
if it
where
was-
it is.
If it was temporary, but this is
Yeah.
2013, it's still there. So obviously they're keeping it restored.
Yeah,
Ah,
definitely something that you can easily recognize.
there are a
Looks
few
like it's
right
safe to
next
play.
it.
It has some benches there, easily accessible.
It's a trail.
It's fun when you get like different stuff. Because you see a lot of the same thing, like fountains and
Yeah.
graffiti, and then you're like tornado shelters and what?
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if you're not, this area of the U.S. is known for getting them. And if you're not from there, you're probably not going to see it a lot.
of
What
course.
do you call this?
Mm. um,
Bunker.
yeah, I think the building government recreation center sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's probably as close as you'll get for it.
Bunker. Yeah, there's no way. Footbridge. You guys are the footbridge experts.
It's a footbridge over a ditch.
See, now, if it's part of the trail, then it does meet the criteria.
Yeah. Let's see. Google Maps, we require you.
Pretty good.
I don't know if that's a bridge.
But yeah, a walking bridge doesn't necessarily have to span a gap. It could just be to make it accessible.
Okay.
Like the walking bridge that I submitted, you could walk all around it, but that particular area is like marshland, so they had to build like this flat bridge
Yeah, and
just so you could walk.
looks like
across.
it technically is over a little bayou.
So it's over some pipes, right?
Yeah, pipes that go
The
to a
other side is
bayou.
like a drainage or something.
Like fluvial, right? Or fluvial. How do you call that for the rain? Fluvial, right?
Yes.
Fluvial pipes.
Is it historic, cultural?
Yeah, that one I wouldn't give it.
Yeah,
high
it's like
authority.
3 stars. Yeah. Visually unique.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't
So
see another one
criteria.
around. Safe,
Safe,
definitely.
Yeah, I typically won't give 1 or 2s unless it's really evident that it doesn't deserve it. If it's ever just like I'm like on the fence, then 3 is typically where I lean.
What do you guys use the least? 4 stars or 2 stars?
Probably 2 for me.
Probably 2, yeah. Because if it's, for the most part, if I'm giving a 2, I'm probably giving a 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
My head is sweating.
Where's this? New York.
Conspiracies. Like this. There you go. That's smarter.
Tinfoil hat just got a power up.
Yep.
What's this again? Like
This-
volleyball court?
Well, no, this is a trail marker.
Okay. You guys, you guys know these things.
I mean, there's not much going on in the area. It is a trail marker, not very exciting, but again, historical cultural significance, that's a 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Because it indeed is what it is, but the significance of it, the amount of people that it's really affecting is going to be very small. It's the people that are using the trail. But I don't know.
I mean, I'd even go 2 or 3, maybe 4 on visual unions, just because there's 5 of 8. There's at least 8 of them.
Thank you, Gear Glider. Thanks for stopping by the stream and giving all those tips. We really appreciate it. Okay, Justin just put trailheads, trail markers, mile and distant markers are acceptable if they have the trail name on them.
Okay.
Simple mile markers along the trail with nothing other than the number should be rejected.
Reject.
Rejected then.
Bring on that gif of Thor like coming to the hell.
Let's see.
See, these
reject
little
hammer.
nuances like this that's why it's important to go through those, the guides, because without really knowing that, I would have said, let's give it a 2 or 3, but not knowing that it should be straight up rejected.
Of course.
Good call, Justin. Thank you.
I think that's something fun about this stream. We're all learning together.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
We got another one.
Same park.
Yeah.
1 star, that boy.
Well, I think doing more stuff like this, too, is only going to help the community make their Wayfarer experience overall more accurate and efficient. This is, it's fun, it's engaging, especially, but it's clearly not for everybody. But the people that like doing this little bit of investigation and this kind of thing, I think it's a really neat way to engage with the game and the community. It's fun.
For sure. I love it. We have a loose seal. And I'm again a child. It's actually a seal.
I saw something about
Fountains. I mean, for me, fountains, I'll just give. That's what I go with. Wow, these guys are going hard on the Wayfarer.
Yeah, it's nice. Make it a nice, gaming route.
Do you think we'll ever get?
Wait, where is this?
This is... Where is it? Asbury Park? Right near you.
Say, dude, I played it.
That's right near you.
That's literally 5 minutes from my house. I play there. I'm looking at it.
Denied.
I know that. I just posted up a shot of me playing Ingress there.
You got it.
That street is
Loaded?
There's tons and tons and tons of stuff. I'm literally on that Ocean Avenue. I'm looking at that street right now.
We need a pic.
Wow.
Post it on Twitter with you hugging the seal.
Dude, bet. I'll go do it tomorrow. I may not be hugging.
Gotta hug it. Or climb on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a loose seal. So.
Yeah, this is Ocean Grove area boardwalk. I mean, I play there all the time. It's a great spot.
Looks great for Ingress.
It's
'cause
awesome.
It does.
They don't have the S2 stuff.
It is lined up perfect in an
Yeah.
L
Yeah.
shape.
That's what made me think, wait, where is this? Because that literally looked just like what I'm so used to playing. There's an awesome raid community in Ocean Grove as well.
Bristol.
I mean,
Is that a clock tower or is that a house? It's a house.
Maybe a historical house or an office.
In the Federal Hill Historical
Youth
District.
services. Yeah.
Look at the supporting information. Not a residential property issue.
Yeah, I'd go 5-star.
Butt scratcher? Here's your butt scratcher here.
So someone was texting me.
Yeah, 5-star all
Yeah.
pretty accurate.
Oh, Pig Halen.
Oh my god. That is hilarious. So,
Definitely.
Where is this? I need to
like
try
Nice.
this barbecue. Nashville. We know someone in Nashville.
I wouldn't approve this one.
You wouldn't what?
Approve it.
You wouldn't approve
like,
it?
1-star. Like
yeah, but
instead of
this could
It's-
be a hot
it's-
spot, like a must-do tourist spot.
That and artwork like stuff like that inside a building is good now, right? At least I thought
Well, it looks
so.
like not unique. There seems to be a lot of this kind of things posted on the wall of the barbecue. Like we could just take a picture of it. I'm not a big fan of these.
It's a pig smoking cigarettes in a barbecue. Oh man,
I mean, from an eligibility standpoint, it's good. It's for sure eligible. It is art, and the fact that it's not necessarily in a generic business either. It's in a barbecue joint. Like this could be a local hotspot.
for sure. Yeah, it could.
It looks like a fun place.
Butt scratcher? Butt scratcher? Here's your butt scratcher here.
$5 if you can guess who it is.
It's MT yelling at you.
It's empty, but she's not yelling at me.
Pro tip: the address of the POI is under the main picture.
It is.
So you see the picture on the left-hand side of the actual pig, the 1984 pig. Yeah, there you go.
Juliet, Tennessee, just so it's far east Nashville. That's correct location.
Cool. Poor pigs.
They're so tasty.
And I 5-star flagpoles. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Pretty unique.
I know exactly where that is. I almost went to college there.
In Macho Grande.
At Stephen F. Austin here.
Good description. Good photo.
So flagpoles are they auto accept or?
I mean, for my city, flagpoles are like gyms and stuff.
Because I know
Beginning, so-
I submitted one. I don't know 6 months ago probably.
Yeah.
A flagpole that was rejected.
Wow. I have no idea. Like normally, I see them.
It was
That's
trying to remember where it was. It was in a restaurant parking lot.
What changes would you like to see in this platform? What do you think would be a great add-on?
Maybe tooltips over each one that would take you to the
Oh,
written
yeah.
out rules.
Broly said flagpoles are auto reject unless it's part of a memorial plaque, etc.
Oh.
Interesting. Justin just put up flagpoles ineligible as they are mass-produced objects, only with accompanying plaque or info board detailing cultural or historical significance. Interesting.
This does not have that, so it is rejected.
He took that from the potentially confusing nominations page in the wiki.
We need like a guide or something. We really need that.
Well, I mean, the guides are out there. They're just not, you just got to go to the,
Yeah,
Wayfarer
maybe
Reddit.
promoted it. I think we don't like normally. Everyone doesn't regularly check. Rate Wayfarer.
Yeah.
People do. And that's awesome, but I don't know. It's not I'm not on my to-do list normally. I mean, it seems like a good submission
Yeah.
formation for sports.
J.M. Bogle, if that's right. Thank you for stopping by.
Access.
Yeah, it seems the servers are coming back to life. I know I shouldn't say that on the team. Sorry. Don't make me.
They're slowly coming.
This is a sign, educational sign. Exercise.
I don't know.
Well, okay then. Someone spelled out hello with sticks.
That's hard, man. Hard.
Yeah, maybe I would have put 5-star if they just like took a picture of the sign.
Yeah, the
but
sign would have been
This-
okay.
I'd like 1-star and low quality photo, like because it's not like the sign or the thing that should be a Pokestop. It's not centered. It's not clear.
So like threes,
For me, it would just be a straight 1-star.
a straight one, just because it's
Yeah,
kind of
photo
misleading.
quality. Yeah. Sometimes, like yesterday, I saw one that was of a playground, but the guy took the picture from like, I don't know, 100 feet away, and you could see it like that, right, in the picture. And I was like, wow, like not helpful, that picture. And I 1-star those. I don't know if I should or if I shouldn't, but I do. Picture's not centered or on also 1-star.
That doesn't look like a pond. I mean, it's got a sign. It could be a
Would be the
pond.
same for me. Either 1-star because of a natural feature, or like
Oh,
if you
Is it
would have
a
taken
natural
the
feature
picture,
though? That's
Yeah, no,
I mean
that's a
that's
man-made thing.
yeah. I mean that's definitely at least carved out.
I mean, like gardens are man-made, but like, you don't just upload a picture of a garden. That's
Yeah.
like
So-
my reasoning behind it.
Like, I don't know why they wouldn't call it the waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, or take a picture of the sign and be like, sign spawn sign. I would definitely 5 stars.
Yeah.
location.
I can't wait to go see the seal tomorrow.
I can't wait to see you on top of the seal tomorrow.
Bro, I'm gonna get arrested.
Get
They're
some,
they're busy elsewhere. I think you'll be okay.
just sell some dugong fix with it.
Yeah, yeah.
That might actually be smiled upon. See some dude riding a seal.
Dugong.
Tennis courts.
Great.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
New York.
Location's good.
A lovely little park.
I
Nice.
think this is good because they're taking a picture of the sign. Very clear.
Yeah.
Or we're commenting on. If you would have taken a picture of the sign to the left, park in the middle, be like, well, that's not great.
No, the signs are always good, easily identifiable for the reviewer and as a stop.
It's open.
There she blows.
First real experience on Twitch.
I love Twitch, man.
It's so great.
I mean, I used to use Justin TV.
Oh, that's old school there.
Yeah, man.
Showing that age.
Can't help it.
Yeah, I love Twitch too, and a recent fan because I didn't frequent it a lot now that my favorite Pogo creators are here. It's really fun to watch. And now you start like discovering new creators because they rate and whatever. And
Yeah.
it's really fun
As
to watch.
more functionality like that comes to Twitch, it's just gonna make it a stronger community. I love it.
And our 2 hours are up.
That's it.
Wow,
We did it, guys.
Flies.
we did it. We've done it.
Now, Pelo, you gonna stick around and try to win trivia after this?
Yeah, I'll try. I'll definitely have fun with it.
Well, see, you should if you caught any of the last one, it's kind of a repeat.
Ooh, I got a little bit.
Cheater!
It's kind of a repeat. So it
Okay.
should be pretty easy.
I'll definitely. What's the price?
Prize is we're gonna gift out a sub to our Twitch channel.
Oh, that's great.
He's concentrating hard.
Alright, guys. Well, dude, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun.
It was.
Very
Thank you
like-
both
yeah,
for taking
definitely.
part.
I feel like I'm so much more ready to do more reviews right now.
Yeah, same here.
We gotta make this a regular thing.
Yo, I'm down.
I'm
We
down
don't even
too.
have to make content about it. Let's just do it for the community. So,
Sure.
but then
Yeah.
we'll make content about it.
Yeah, maybe we can bring some screenshots from our favorite crazy ones or
Oh,
from
I'm totally
really good
down
ones.
for a creatively named stop stream.
like epic fails.
There are some good ones. I mean, there used to be a whole lot more good ones than there are now.
The wood. That's the
Oh,
wood.
no. The best one ever was the big black cock. And that was in El Paso, Texas. A giant black rooster on the side of the road.
I mean, it's accurate, so
It is. It's completely named appropriately.
it's easy to spot too. So.
That's what she said.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you
thank
guys.
you guys too. See you later.
Do this again. See you later.
Hopping straight over to trivia.